Hello, folks. It was weeks ago now. You won't know it because you'll see it all in the same video, I think. That I had said that when both of the cakes had been finished baking, these are the seed cakes, by the way, the ancient seed cakes. And the first time I made that, when they were both finished baking, then I would show them to you, and we would see which one we think is the better of the two. And so that happened. Since then, the cakes have been dragged from pillar to post. We've been tasting them everywhere. We've been having so much fun, but they're a battered mess by now. So I thought, oh well, we can, and they last and last. They put up with so much. I was really surprised. I can see why the Crusaders took them on their journeys because they just seem to endure. And it's a hardiness that I love about baking things. So anyway, and you know what I forgot to tell you is that in my family, and I believe in most British-oriented, Scottish, Welsh, Irish families, they eat cheese with their sweet cakes. Certain ones, certain things, pies with fruit and cakes. And not cakes with icing, but they don't really make cakes with icing. So, so I have a really lovely block of very sharp cheese. It should always be the sharpest cheddar. And it too has been dragged around, so it tastes even better than ever now. And so we'll get and then I wanted to show you this. I put them on here upside down so that you would see I really do use the butter papers to line the tins that we bake them in. And they endure just like everything else. Look at how long this, look. There it is. So don't go out buying parchment paper. It sounds very posh, but it does not do the trick for free like a butter paper does. And then another thing that's weird about this little time together is that I couldn't decide which charger to use to show them to you on. So I thought, oh, well, there are only 4 in existence in the world, from all the way back into the beginning of time to the end of time. And I love that word, the end of time. I once read a book, well, I tried to read the book, by a physicist. It was way too complicated for me. But it was a physicist who wrote this book called The End of Time. And it was a fascinating book because it talked about how there is no time from a physicist's perspective. And it's so clear. It's so clear. You all, if you have a penchant for reading, especially complicated scientific documents, you would love it. It would change your approach. It's changed for me many things. So I've really, even what I got from it, the little bit that I got from it, has really enriched me and given me great liberation from time. So these chargers are made with pressboard, you see? And it's thought of in the industry as sort of the lowest of all the different kinds of glued together boards, So like the top of the list might be marine plywood or some other really fancy hardwood plywoods, and they're used in all kinds of marvelous ways. But pressboard is what you put in the worst locations that no one would ever see, covered over by layers and layers of better and better materials. But I loved it for its homeliness and its ruggedness, and it has another whole look to it. Look at it. I put different stains. We put different stains to bring out different attitudes. And everyone is different because, wherever you cut it from. Here's another one. Isn't it beautiful? And with this frame, it's another, actually, variation. Here's another one. Isn't that pretty? It glows like warm butter. And then this one that looks like a jungle. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you those four. There's the sort of a peacock, this one, color, and the sort of, I don't know, nature green. And then this honey colored one. And the bottom, this one, I don't know what to call this color. Rosewood. That's what we'll call it. It looks like a wild rose in the autumn, ready to go. Now look, I was going to hide this process from you because I thought it would just be falling apart in a mess. But look how hardy it is and how pretty it looks. It's been all rolled up in paper and, but look, it's just gorgeous even now. Now this is the one I put some lavender in, which I think I shouldn't have done because it's not a seed. And I don't think we should be, I think we should keep it seeds, you know. There. And then let's see what happens to this one. Oh, it just feels great. This is the original, this is the original one. So this one is not as, I don't want to say not as moist, it's just not as damp. This is the second one. You can see places where there's more moisture. Okay, so, and it's part of it's broken off, and anyway, let me get a napkin. Oh, speaking of which, these these are some of our napkins. Aren't they beautiful? I'll show them to you with the light behind. These are made in Lithuania. And we have our little crest back here. Isn't it pretty? 100% linen, made in Lithuania. And Richard is the ironer in the family, so I'm constantly spanking him to do a better job. Not spanking, but anyway, he irons these. Aren't they beautiful? So this is, I think this is gray goods. And then this is dyed blue, and this is dyed cream. But this is gray goods, meaning it's what color it naturally comes out when it's first made. Okay, so now we need to have some cheese. And to eat with them. You don't need a lot. And the way you eat the cheese is with your fingers usually, or at least that's how we do it. And just pick it up and take a little nibble when you feel like it. I feel like it right now. It's really good. It's really dry. Wonderful. Oh! We didn't have everything. We forgot the pomegranate seeds. We didn't have any pomegranate seeds. My channel mammals. Aren't we crazy? Look how beautiful. They're all there. They are not going to not be included. They heard seed and they all came to heed the command. Okay, so now we have everything we need. Now we're going to taste the one from the beginning first. Oh, this is so lovely. I think we need to include a few pomegranate seeds. And a bite of cheese, a nibble. Oh, this is the perfect. I see why the pomegranate seeds are so important to come after. I just thought of that the other day because this wonderful man named Nikolai gave us these pomegranate seeds. And I thought, oh, seeds. And I've only bought, I never knew you could get the pomegranate seeds outside of the pomegranate. As a little girl, at playground time, we used to walk around with pomegranates in our hand and peel them and eat the seeds out because there were no people who did that for you. So this is quite a luxury. Okay, so that's the first one, and it tasted grand. It just tasted amazing. So here's the second. This is the one with the wine, of course, which is not alcoholic, but it does have a certain little bit of a flavor, I think. I'm not sure, but I think I have to use it with a fork because I think I broke it when I put it down. There. Oh, I want more seeds. Oh! Ah! Come on. What's this going to do? It's so good with the seeds. Oh. You know, that was amazing. I would take out the lavender. It gets in the way of the right of the seeds. And just let the butter do its job. And the pomegranate seeds, what a delightful touch from heaven above. Much love. And so, oh, by the way, I read another recipe or something that said you can use milk instead of water or the wine. But the first one, I used only a dribble of wine and no water and no milk, and it was lovely. And this one has the wine only, but if you don't want to, like if nobody happened to give you some wine and you don't want to support the industry, just use milk. It'll be fine. I think it'd be lovely. Or almost nothing, like the first one. Voila. Have a wonderful day.